Have you ever grabbed that box of baking soda from your kitchen cabinet thinking about drinking it? Maybe you've seen those viral videos claiming it's the miracle cure for everything from cancer to muscle fatigue. But what if I told you that this white powder could be putting your life at risk? Go on social media and you'll find thousands of people treating baking soda like it's some kind of miracle drug. They tell you it prevents cancer, boosts athletic performance, balances your body's pH. Sounds logical, right? When your stomach produces too much acid, baking soda neutralizes it. When your muscles produce lactic acid during exercise, baking soda helps. The science seems simple, but here's the problem. Your body is not a simple chemistry experiment. Are you aware that baking soda overdoses are actually sending people to the hospital? Did you know that taking baking soda regularly can overload your kidneys in a dangerous way? And what happens to your heart when you take too much? In the next few minutes, I'm going to reveal the hidden dangers that no one talks about when they're selling you this home remedy. And trust me, what you're about to discover might shock you. Curious to find out? Stay with me until the end, because the last danger is the most dangerous of all. But first, subscribe to the channel and hit that like button. It really helps us out. Tell me in the comments. Have you ever used baking soda for health purposes? How do you use it? What part of the world are you from? Once you finish watching, I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Let's chat and get to know each other. Danger 1. Sodium overload and cardiovascular risk. The first thing most people don't realize about baking soda is that it's loaded with sodium. When we talk about baking soda, we're really talking about sodium bicarbonate. That sodium doesn't just disappear when you swallow it. A single teaspoon of baking soda contains about 260 milligrams of sodium. To put that in perspective, the American Heart Association recommends no more than 300 milligrams of sodium per day for most adults, with an ideal limit of 500 milligrams. 1 teaspoon of baking soda gets you more than halfway to your daily limit, and if you're following some of the protocols floating around online, you might be taking multiple doses. A study published in the Journal of Emergency Medicine documented several cases of patients who developed severe hypertension and heart problems after taking large amounts of baking soda. For people who already have high blood pressure, kidney disease, or heart conditions, this sodium bomb can be particularly dangerous. Your kidneys have to work overtime to process all that extra sodium, and if they can't keep up, you end up retaining fluid. This puts extra pressure on your cardiovascular system and can lead to episodes that require emergency medical treatment. Danger 2. Metabolic alkalosis when your blood becomes too basic. Your blood needs to maintain a very specific pH level, typically between 7.35 and 7.45. This is slightly basic, but only slightly. Your body has elaborate systems involving your kidneys, lungs, and blood chemistry to keep this number stable, because even small deviations can be fatal. When you take large amounts of baking soda, you risk pushing your blood pH too high, creating a condition called metabolic alkalosis. The symptoms of metabolic alkalosis can sneak up on you. Early signs include nausea, vomiting, hand tremors, muscle twitching, and confusion. As it progresses, you might experience muscle spasms, seizures, and heart rhythm abnormalities. By the time you realize something is seriously wrong, you may need intensive medical intervention. Danger 3. Gastrointestinal destruction. Your stomach produces hydrochloric acid for good reasons. It kills harmful bacteria in your food, activates enzymes needed for protein digestion, and helps your body absorb important nutrients like iron, calcium, and vitamin B12. When you regularly neutralize this acid with baking soda, you interfere with all of these processes. Taking baking soda frequently can lead to a condition called achlorhydria, where your stomach doesn't produce enough acid. This might sound good if you're thinking about heartburn, but it's actually a serious problem. Without adequate stomach acid, harmful bacteria that would normally be killed can survive and multiply, leading to infections and an imbalanced gut microbiome. The immediate gastrointestinal effects can be just as unpleasant. Large doses of baking soda react with stomach acid to produce carbon dioxide gas. This is what causes the burping when you take it for heartburn, but when you're taking larger amounts regularly, it can cause severe bloating, cramping, and gas that's both painful and embarrassing. Danger 4. Kidney damage and electrolyte chaos. Your kidneys are responsible for filtering your blood and maintaining the delicate balance of electrolytes and pH in your body. When you regularly consume baking soda, you're essentially forcing your kidneys to work overtime to deal with the excess sodium and maintain proper acid-base balance. The sodium in baking soda can disrupt your body's electrolyte balance. Sodium and potassium work together to regulate fluid balance and nerve function. When you flood your system with extra sodium, your body may struggle to maintain proper potassium levels. This can lead to muscle weakness, cramping, and in severe cases, dangerous heart rhythm abnormalities. Danger 5. Nutrient deficiencies and malabsorption. Your stomach's acidic environment isn't just for breaking down proteins, it's essential for absorbing many vitamins and minerals. When you regularly neutralize stomach acid with baking soda, you can develop serious nutrient deficiencies over time. Iron absorption is particularly affected because iron needs an acidic environment to be converted from its food form into a form your body can use. Calcium absorption is also impaired when stomach acid is neutralized. This is particularly concerning because many people taking baking soda are older adults who are already at risk for osteoporosis. Research published in Bone showed that chronic antacid use is associated with increased fracture risk, particularly hip fractures in elderly women. Vitamin B12 absorption requires stomach acid to separate the vitamin from the proteins it's bound to in food. People who regularly neutralize stomach acid can develop B12 deficiency, leading to fatigue, memory problems, and potentially irreversible nerve damage. Danger 6. Drug interactions and medication interference. Baking soda doesn't exist in isolation in your body. It interacts with other substances, including medications you might be taking. Because it changes your blood and urine pH, it can affect how your body processes drugs, potentially making them more toxic or less effective. A study demonstrated that sodium bicarbonate can significantly alter the absorption and elimination of certain medications. For example, it can increase the toxicity of salicylates, like aspirin, by reducing their elimination from the body. It can also decrease the effectiveness of certain antibiotics by changing the pH of your urine. People taking lithium for bipolar disorder are at particular risk. Baking soda can increase lithium levels in the blood to dangerous concentrations, potentially leading to lithium toxicity, which can cause tremors, confusion, and kidney damage. The timing of when you take baking soda relative to other medications also matters. Because it can change how your stomach absorbs drugs, taking it around the same time as your medications can reduce their effectiveness or increase their side effects in unpredictable ways. Before we continue, I've got some exciting news to share. If you enjoy our content and want access to exclusive benefits, become a channel member. As a member, you will unlock some amazing perks like early access to new videos, priority replies to your comments, members-only shorts, polls, quizzes, and special emojis and loyalty badges just for you. Just click the join button and be part of this community that values health and well-being. Danger 7. Poisoning. Taking excessive amounts of baking soda powder can lead to serious health complications due to its high sodium content. When consumed in large quantities, sodium bicarbonate disrupts the body's natural salt balance, prompting the digestive system to pull in water to restore equilibrium. This reaction typically causes nausea, vomiting, and diarrhea. If the excess sodium enters the bloodstream, more severe symptoms may develop, including dehydration, seizures, kidney damage, and respiratory depression characterized by slow, shallow breathing. Anyone experiencing these symptoms after consuming large amounts of baking soda should seek immediate medical attention by contacting poison control or emergency services. Even moderate overconsumption can cause significant digestive upset, so it's important to follow recommended dosages carefully. What actually works? Look, if you get heartburn once in a while, sure, a little baking soda might help. But if you're reaching for it regularly, you're missing the point. The real issue isn't that you need more antacid, it's figuring out why you keep getting heartburn. For athletes, skip the baking soda experiments. You'll get way better results focusing on the basics: training smart, eating right, and getting enough sleep. Even if bicarbonate loading gives elite athletes a tiny edge, and that's a big if, the stomach problems and other side effects will probably make you feel worse, not better. Your body is already incredibly good at keeping everything balanced. You don't need to chug baking soda water to alkalize yourself. Want better health? Do the boring stuff that actually works. Exercise regularly, sleep enough, manage your stress, and eat plenty of fruits and vegetables. Here's the thing that bugs me about all this baking soda hype. It's the perfect example of wanting a magic bullet instead of doing the work. Your body spent millions of years evolving these amazingly complex systems to keep you alive. Were you shocked by any of these baking soda dangers? Tell me which one hit you the hardest. I'm curious to hear your reaction. If you found this video helpful, type yes in the comments, hit that subscribe button, and turn on notifications. And before you go, check out these 2 videos we've selected especially for you. I think you'll love them. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.